You are returned! Wait there! I'm coming down! Where's Lamachi? What happened inside the dome? So my brother is gone. Yet the danger remains, and you must soon sally forth unto an unknown reality.
Hey, Kona!
Lamachi, is this boy perhaps?
This is Zorolja's son, Kululja.
I see. Time did flow differently inside the dome. If he is our brother's child, then... Kululja, was it? My name is Kona, and I am Lamachi's brother.
You're her brother?
You'll find none more dependable than Kona. He's family, and he'll take good care of you.
A pleasure to meet you, Kululja.
A pleasure to meet you too, Uncle Kona.
Well, I suppose I am your uncle. But simply Kona will do.
You're all confused, and little wonder. Rest assured, all will be explained in due course. But for now, I want to make one thing clear. Kululja is his own person. He had no part in his father's crimes. If you have anger towards Zorolja you need to express, Kona and I will gladly hear you. But you will treat Kululja as you would any child, with kindness.
As we should. The boy's done no wrong.
Yes, the vow of resolve speaks true.
So, will you tell me what happened? Grahatia has given me a summary, but I would hear your detailed account.
Can we walk while we chat? I want to see how things are in the city.
In that case, let us make our way to Bright Plume Post. Our soldiers remain on high alert, but if the threat of invasion has passed, I will bid them take a well-earned rest.
Electrope everywhere one turns, harboring vast amounts of lightning. This place is very much alive. Kryl, try holding your earring to the terminal.
No luck. Don't give up yet. The terminal reads the code. It might just need higher clearance. Galulja, would you give it a try?
Me?
If the King's authority is passed to you, then the gate ought to open.
But I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat of my brow. It is yours to embrace or spurn.
The earring. It really was.
Remarkable. A void gate is forced open with a blast of ether, and thus appears as a tear in the fabric of reality. In contrast, this is the stitchwork of a master. Neatly hemmed, without a thread out of place. A power to be reckoned with. But now isn't the time to marvel. If Galuljar can open the gate, then so too can Sphene close it. 'Twould be wise to employ magics in its defense, both to maintain its stability and ward off interference. While I am able to invoke said magics, I cannot sustain them alone. I require another to channel with me, and in unison.
For that role, I do humbly volunteer myself. But even our combined efforts offer no certainty of success. Might we prevail upon the two of you to lend your support?
Of course. If coordination between mages is required, few would be better suited than Alize and myself.
Shall I remain as well?
While your presence would be welcome, I'd rather you joined the expedition team. For despite our earnest efforts, the gate may well end up closed once more. In such a situation, it may fall to those on the other side to devise a method to reconnect our worlds. A task with which you are not unfamiliar, as I recall.
I have faith it will not come to that, but should it? I will endeavor not to disappoint.
So, assuming Wooklamart, Kryl, and Erenville are a given for this foray, I'll make myself useful here by guarding those who are maintaining the gate. Should any threats emerge, from the world beyond or otherwise, I'll deal with them.
As will I. Which leaves you free to head in there and do what you do best.
It's fine. Really. Mostly. Just don't let her bear the burden alone. Do you hear?
Tis done. Whenever you're ready.
We'll protect the portal. Keep it open no matter what.
Beyond lies an unknown reflection. Short of asking an Ascian, we unfortunately have no way of identifying which one it is.
Well, what we do know is that it's Sphene's domain. A place where she brings back those who've been lost. So for now, why don't we call it the Unlost World? Right. Let's go.
How to describe the sheer amazement we felt when we emerged on the other side of the portal? I fear words do not do it justice. Before us was a vibrant world where the memories of the departed abided and reveled in bygone days. Living memory, or so the Endless called it.
How they laughed and smiled as they reminisced upon unfulfilled dreams. Alive in all perceivable ways, yet knowing no loss. So resplendent was every ilm of this paradise. The words rose unbidden to my lips. All this time, it was here, the city of gold.
Sphene? Are you there? If you are, say something. We need to talk. Sphene.
That you should come here.
I haven't known you long, Sphene, but I know you have a good heart. Your love for your people is proof of this. I can't let you do what you're trying to do. And deep down, I don't think you want to do it either.
I want a world without suffering. A world where nothing is lost. Would that such a place existed. But the endless only grow in number, and ever more life forces needed to sustain them. Within the barrier, we have managed to curb the cycle of rebirth these few hundred years. But we've reached the limit. That is why I looked to interdimensional fusion, to harvest what we needed from your world, from your people. And with the key, we will have it.
And once you've plundered our world of ether, what then? Will you do the same to others? All men eventually die. If you make endless of everyone, you will never have enough ether to sustain them. You but prolong the inevitable.
Sphene, if you would nevertheless persist in this folly, we must stand against you. For we too have people we cannot lose, places to which our hearts belong.
Lamachi, I would have loved nothing more than to work hand in hand with you to tend our nations. But fate is cruel. By the time it had brought us together, our futures had already been written. The kind and gentle Queen Sphene was too weak to serve her people, and so she will serve them no more. I will erase all memories of the living Sphene, she who has cursed me with this soft and powerless nature. Freed from conscience, I shall become a ruler that can protect Alexandria. A devourer of worlds. When two nations cannot protect their own without doing harm to the other, there can only be one resolution. It is a hard truth, but one you understand, don't you? I'm afraid we're out of time. The process has begun, and it cannot be stopped.
Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Upon completion, interdimensional fusion will commence.
Sphene!
Do you remember what I said to you before all this? That life is a series of journeys, that you must be true to yourself, for indeed, there's no telling what awaits. I don't know about you, but I certainly didn't expect to behold such sights. The future is as fluid as the water beneath us, truly. Tell me, my friend, have you ever wished to be reunited with someone who has passed away? I have. I do. But I think, above all else, I wish that they had lived. If only for one more day. Just one more day. A joyous one, if I could choose. I did all that I could to make it happen. I tried everything, and spared nothing. In that manner, I was able to keep some few souls out of harm's way, but so many were beyond my power to save. What would I have done then, had I this? And you? Can you imagine yourself spending eternity here, knowing no loss?
We've switched on the circuits like you asked.
Thank you, everyone. Hopefully, this does the trick.
Oh! Amazing.
Wow! Look, Mother, look! It's beautiful.
I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, where are you? Wuklamat!
By the gods, it's Namika.
Begging your pardon, but I'm looking for a child. A small Shibrali girl. Have you seen her by chance?
You are Namika, aren't you? It's me, Wuklamat. Don't you recognize me?
Oh, what am I to do? The child and I, we aren't related by blood, but she's as dear to me as my own.
It's all right. You found her. I'm here.
You? Could it be?
Yes, Namika. You know these eyes, this voice. It's me, Wuklamat.
Oh! It is you! Oh, how silly of me. But if you're here, then that means...
No. I'm still alive.
Oh, good. Thank the gods for that. But what power has brought us together again? This isn't a dream, is it?
It's not a dream. Or rather, it is a dream come true. I so wanted to hear your voice one more time.
Just look at you, my Wuklamart. Stronger and more assured than I've ever seen. Such hazards you must have braved and hardships endured to come so far.
It was tough, but I made it thanks to my friends. And to you, Namika. I'm the person I am now because you always believed in me. Because you loved me as if I were your own daughter. Thank you. Thank you. You were everything I could have asked for. The best mother.
Ah, I'm so glad. Looking back, I've had a blessed life. And it was because I was a part of yours. When I lost my child to illness, I thought I'd never know happiness again. But it rekindled in my breast the instant you smiled your little smile at me. You became my purpose. My joy.
You were mine too.
To have this chance to speak with you again and leave nothing unsaid. I know not how or why, but I am grateful. So grateful. Where you must go, I cannot follow. But know that I'll always be with you. Take care of yourself. Promise me.
I will. Mama. I will. And one day, we'll meet again. I understand why Sphene cannot bear to let them go. But as painful as it is to part, we're meant to live and die. To let go and let others carry on in our stead. We can't cling to everything forever. Come, let's keep moving.
Sleep tight, everyone.
Well, this seems to be the right place. What's on the program, I wonder?
And where are the others, for that matter?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tonight's performance is a story that takes place long, long ago. A great conflict rages over precious electrope, and the kingdom of Alexandria has been embroiled in the chaos. When the royal capital comes under siege, the kingdom's valiant knights lay their lives on the line for their beloved Princess Sphene. I bid you keep your handkerchiefs at hand. Now, without further ado, it's a royal knife!
I beg your pardon?
What a twist!
Oh, unbelievable.
Ha! Yeah!
You must flee! All of you! Princess Sphene!
Are you unharmed?
Oh, I am, thanks to you, my dearest Otis.
My dearest?
And so, in no small part, due to the valor of the royal knights, the kingdom succeeds in repelling the invaders. But their jubilation proves short-lived. For in mad defiance, the enemy unleashes a forbidden weapon which brings about a terrible calamity. Full many lose their lives. The good Queen Sphene, shining vision of hope, among them. Go to her! You're supposed to go to her!
What's happening?
Is it over already?
And then, though the people grieved their queen's tragic passing, guided by her legacy of compassion... Oh boy. They, worked hand in hand to overcome an age of hardship, and in time, they built a peaceful and prosperous Alexandria. A new Alexandria.
Pray forgive me. The memories. They had me in a vice grip.
All's well that ends well. I wouldn't dwell on it.
If I may ask, during your improvisation, you spoke of a new Alexandria. And so I'm given to wonder, do you hail from a time after mine own?
We do. And we're living people, not endless.
My word! That I should meet the living in this place. There is another question I dread to speak aloud. A question I couldn't bring myself to pose to newcomers out of fear of the truth. Alexandria, does it still exist?
It does. It isn't quite the place you knew, but it endures. The descendants of your people walk its streets and live each day to the fullest as proud Alexandrians.
They live. We live. I had failed to protect my queen, but to hear that, it brings me a measure of peace.
You were there too, Otis. That is an incarnation of you.
Of me? That's absurd. But wait, something comes back to me. When they were researching a means to resurrect Her Majesty, memory preservation or some such, I volunteered to be a test subject. No. It is a fog I cannot pierce. But pray, tell me, this incarnation of myself, what was he like?
that's not all. He was a father in all but name to the new king, Gululja. Whatever you may have failed to do, you're the noblest of souls, Otis. And your deeds, your sacrifice, gave us hope that we sorely needed.
Tis a miracle. Verily, there can be no other way to describe it.
It is. It really is. We bear the legacy of your other self, and we'd be glad to bear yours as well.
My, what comfort you offer! With such dependable souls to take up my shield, I may rest easy indeed. I beg you, watch over our new king. The war changed my queen. To her final moment, grief darkened her gentle countenance. I've not the honor of knowing Gululja, but I pray that for all his days, he shall have cause to smile.
We'll see to it he does, Otis. I swear.
That night, he was the one who looked after Gululja. And now you follow in his footsteps.
And those of others as well. We've come to know how much Sphene's people loved her, how much they yearned for peace. All of this we'll carry with us.
I see.
That rather resembles Arcanima, wouldn't you agree?
Indeed. While similar arts could have developed independently across reflections, this verges on being identical.
Is something wrong?
What?
Do we know each other from somewhere?
Come on, dear!
Oh, I'm sorry, but I must be going.
Wait, please!
You're new here, I gather. It may seem strange at first, but give it time. You'll grow accustomed to it soon enough.
No, I'm not. Rather, I'm, Oh, what can I say? Of course. This earring. Do you recognize it?
Impossible.
My name is Kryle. When I was a baby, I was taken from this world to another, where I grew up without knowledge of my past. I know not how much time has passed for you, and, things may not be as you expect them to be, but I'm here now. I found my way back. This earring, it contained a code with which I was able to reopen the gate. And I did, and I'm here. And...
Could it be as she claims?
She's not lying. I can tell. And there is no mistaking the earring. Oh. How you've grown, my darling daughter.
It has been 20 years.
Yes, names. I'm Robor, and this is Alila, your mother. Doubtless, we have a mountain of questions for each other, but perhaps we can take this somewhere quieter? The Heatwells, for instance. There's a spot there where we can relax and chat.
Never did we imagine that such a reward awaited us. Isn't that so, Robor?
Yes.
Oh, don't mind your father. Like me, he's still getting used to seeing you all grown up.
This is just excruciating.
Yes, well, a 20-year blank is not so quickly filled.
Even so, there's got to be something we can do.
You know, I think I might have an idea.
Raha?
What is he doing?
Oh, you needn't force yourself.
It doesn't taste of anything to the living, surely.
No, it's delicious. I mean it. I've never tasted anything so good.
It really does taste so much better when we're all together.
Yes, indeed.
I'm suddenly craving dessert. How about you?
Truly, we've never felt so happy in all our lives. We don't know how to thank you. But at the very least, we can give you some answers. You've risked so much and come so far from them after all.
Tis our understanding you are researching a power called interdimensional fusion. Will you tell us about it?
To begin at the very beginning, there is a legend passed down by our people, the Milala. In the distant past, we abided in a different world. Our homeland was a paradise of eternal summer. The flowers were always in bloom. Until, that is, the great calamity turned the very seas to ice. As those around them froze to death, our ancestors looked to a mighty relic for salvation. By its power, they opened a portal and used it to flee to another reality.
The key is none other than that relic, and it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership. Desperate as we were, we accepted their help only to later discover their ulterior motive to plunder other worlds of ether. Seeking to frustrate their plans, we defected from the Order, and as their agents closed in on us, we seized control of the prototype gate and activated it.
What followed you already know. We sent our daughter and the key through the portal, entrusting them to the men we encountered. You were born with an unusual gift, you see. Upon learning of it, Preservation sought to subject you to experiments.
An unusual gift? The Echo, I dare say.
Our people, the Milala. Are there any ways I might learn more about them?
There are, such as visiting the cavern inside the volcano. Our ancient homeland has been recreated there. While it's intended to serve as an entertaining diversion, it ought to teach you a thing or two about our history and traditions.
May we go there? Selfish though it may be, I should love to learn of my ancestors. Of them, and of the legacy my parents entrusted to me.
Sure, by all means. As it happens, it's on the way to our destination. Finished at last. Gods, I'm exhausted.
If the legend is true, the Milala were refugees from the Source. But what is this relic of theirs that can bridge worlds? Who made it? And to what end?
Much about the key remains shrouded in mystery. By augmenting it with Electro, Preservation did succeed in opening a portal. Yet they could never grasp how they had managed to do so, much less the underlying principles of the technology. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion, let alone who imbued the key with its power, when they did so, or why. But remember this. The key is a tool, and like all tools, in and of itself, it is a force for neither good nor evil. Once taken in hand, however, its capacity for both is made plain. In delivering one man, it may doom another, making a lie of its bearer's every good intention.
As did Preservation, Queen Sphene seeks to wield the key in the name of those she loves. And in so doing, makes her people party to the destruction of countless souls. We have told you all we can. To be able to share this with you at the last, it feels as though we fulfilled our purpose.
You've come to shut down the terminal.
Yes, we have. But perhaps there's another way, one that doesn't require the terminal's deactivation.
For the longest time, we've sought a means to erase ourselves before our knowledge could be used for ill. And in you, we have found it. So press on. Press on, and don't look back.
I will. May I ask you one last question?
Of course, my dear.
The earring. Why did you leave it with me?
Because, Kryl, we wanted to see you again. This may seem self-serving, but we wanted to leave a trace of ourselves with you. A hint to guide you to us, so that we could live in hope.
We've dreamed of this day for so long, but now that it's become reality, we wonder if we deserve to enjoy it. We wanted naught but the best for you, yet we've always wondered how much you might have suffered in our absence.
Do not torment yourselves so. As fate would have it, you entrusted me to a good man. His name is Galuf, and he raised me as his own. What's more, I've been blessed with the finest comrades anyone could have. It's thanks to you that I am here now, hale and happy. So please, be at peace. Be at peace. Mother. Father.
You already have a beautiful name, but if we might call you by the one we gave you? Maya. Our dearest Maya. We love you more than life itself.
Maya. My name... My name is Maya.
Are you sure about this? You can leave the terminal to us, you know.
No, I must do this. Kryl, Maya, Baldesion must press on. Press on and... Farewell, Mother. Farewell, Father.
Farewell.
You know how to do it.
I do.
If I could have everyone's attention, I know we have pressing business, but I'd like to say a few words. Before I died, I had 2 wishes. The first was to see who my Eleneshpia would become. I would say that wish has been fulfilled. Indeed, it has. For the boy who once shunned company has returned a somewhat sociable man, surrounded by wonderful friends. As his mother and mentor both, I couldn't be more proud. As for my second wish, that was to see all manner of nature that I had never seen before. I hoped to explore every corner of the world and there find thriving life. But I didn't even get to see all of Tural, did I? Never enough hours in a day, or days in a year, or years in a life.
Kafkiwa.
Oh, don't give me that look. Though, admittedly, I did go and spoil the mood. Apologies. What I was so poorly trying to work up to asking was this. I want you to help me fulfill my second wish. I have a good feeling about this place. There is so much here I've never seen before, I just know it.
We'd love to see it with you.
I thought you might say that. Thank you. Windspath Gardens is home to a collection of flora and fauna that once thrived on the continent. Like the rest of living memory, I haven't explored it in earnest. Controlling my vessel demanded all of my attention. But at long last, I'll get to meet the creatures here. Wrap things up with a perfect little adventure. So, shall we?
Absolutely not. We're to grant you your wish, and then what? You leave? You cannot ask that of me.
Oh, Eleneshpia. Please understand. I just wanted to end on a happy note. Not only for myself, but for all of us. Better that than a sad goodbye, surely. How delightful this has been. Not since my journey with the Dawn Servant have I enjoyed myself so. No, I'm selling it short. This was even better. And that's because I was able to share this adventure with my darling boy. Well, this is as far as I can go. As for the rest...
Just stop. You're doing it again. Deciding everything by yourself, and then disappearing.
Eleneshpia, You're my pupil, so you ought to understand. Everything that lives must one day die, and that which has died isn't meant to return. This is the way of nature. Mine is an unnatural existence, and I've suffered it only because I had to unmake this twisted mausoleum. But now that brave souls have appeared to whom I might entrust my mission, I may finally embrace the end. Can't you be happy for me?
How could I be happy?
I was actually quite scared, you see. Scared that I'd be trapped inside the barrier forever and denied the thrill of discovery for all my days. Your coming gave me courage and comfort, Alaneshpia. More than you know. And now here I stand, unburdened and free. In this moment, the happiest of my life.
As you wish, Mother. I'll continue what you began. You were right, of course. Leaving home has broadened my horizons. I've met my friends and found this place. So I bid you leave your dreams with me. And no, I'll go where you couldn't go, and do what you couldn't do. I will.
Look at you, all grown up and dependable. Yet with so much more ahead. A world of experiences await you, each a lesson of its own. You may know failure and burning regret, but these too shall become beacons to guide you. So come what may, hold your head high and carry on with conviction. And wherever your journeys take you, keep me close to your heart, will you? I should like to be there, to see what I haven't seen.
You will be, Mother.
Now, run along. And never forget that you're my pride and joy. I trust you all can handle the rest. Take care, and farewell.
That makes all of them.
All that remains is to wait for the meso-terminal to become vulnerable when it's about to initiate fusion. And then we strike.
Please be advised, we are entering the final phase of world bridging. Repeat, we are entering the final phase of world bridging. The ether of all residents will shortly be replenished. Be at ease. No action on your part is required. We thank you for your patience.
Wait, it's already begun? Sphene, listen to me, please!
I'm afraid she's gone.
Synchronization will soon be complete.
Synchronization complete. Data for the Endless Sphene has been overwritten and reconfigured. All shall be well, henceforth and in perpetuity. Forever will I keep and cherish my people. To that end, I have removed the remaining checks upon my authority. Obstructions to the plan will be summarily removed.
Wait, I still haven't set...
Begone from my presence. According to Eliminator's battle data, you pose the single greatest threat. As such, you will be erased, here and now. I am the bearer of the memories of Queen Sphene of Alexandria, and my desire to protect my people transcends all others. If it were you, could you have found another way? With your strength, could you have held fast to that which is dear without sacrifice? Listen to me. There's something that I need to tell you. Is that concern or suspicion? If things should take a turn for the worse, might I... Obstructions to the plan will be summarily removed. The worlds have been bridged. Be at ease, everyone. Your ether will soon be replenished. I will suffer no interference. Disappear.
Sphene!
Your voice reached me, Lamachi.
Is it really you?
No, only in part. My memories as a living person are gone. I've been remade from those I had as an endless. However, I cannot remain long, for the meso-terminal will soon cease to function. Once, you wanted to know me, Lamachi. Let my last act be to give an honest accounting. I am, above all, sorry for the suffering I've caused your people and mine. I am ultimately powerless against the inevitable, unable to do aught but visit harm upon the innocent. I am, in the end, a pitiful, selfish creature. One that should never have been created.
Our nations are worlds apart, but they feel so close. Who knows what we could have accomplished had we walked together towards a shared future. And yet, it could never be so. We each had our own to protect.
If only I had met you when I was still alive, then perhaps. But it's no use dwelling upon a miracle that didn't happen. Still, if there's one thing I hope you'll believe, it is this. Brief though it was, I treasured our time together. It pains me to think that its memory will disappear along with me. I know I have no right to ask this of you, but when I'm gone, my people, will you?
We'll take care of them. Don't worry. And we will never forget the Endless. Neither them, nor the time we spent with you. So be free of your burdens, Sphene. And sleep well.
I will. Thank you. Farewell, my beloved Alexandria.
So it was that the meso-terminal fell dark, and the Endless departed for oblivion's embrace. Their resplendent paradise was no more, as the memory sustaining it faded with the golden light. Even so, in a way, they live on. This I felt with conviction, as I basked in the glow of a new dawn. It remains to be seen how interdimensional fusion may have affected other reflections. Kryle's parents spoke of the power's capacity for both good and evil. I cannot help but wonder how Sphene's deeds will be remembered by those they touched. The key that started it all was entrusted to the adventurer. Such an artifact certainly lies within the Scion's realm of expertise, and no objection was raised to their retaining it for research. By order of Vau Kona, the Sky Deep cenote was placed under the strict watch of the Landsguard. With the mighty Bakuljaja among their number, they shall not want for strength, even in Soralja's absence. Upon learning of their queen's passing, the people of Alexandria mourned and wept. Having devoted herself to sparing them sorrow, the sight might well have moved Sphene to tears. However, with Wuklamat carrying on her legacy, I have faith that her subjects will know joy once more. As anticipated, the news that young Gululja had succeeded his father as king was greeted with trepidation. Reception was also mixed when Wuklamat came forward to name herself as the boy's guardian. But the people were mollified to learn that Everkeep systems remained operational, and there would be no impact on their lives. One day, when he is older, Gululja will decide for himself what manner of ruler he will be. Till that day and beyond, may the path of the young king be illuminated by the love of family. Meanwhile, in Tuliyola, the people came together to hail their new Dawn Servant's great victory. Having honored those they lost, they turned their attention to a brighter future and celebrated for 3 days and nights. Not everything had been resolved, though. Those who had spent 30 years in the Dome struggled to resume their former lives. This and a host of other challenges remained. But as the new Dawn Servants continue to lead with strength and wisdom, the people may be assured that peace will endure.
I'm sorry, we haven't been able to talk properly. Oh, between the reconstruction work and Papa's funeral, I've hardly had time to breathe. But at long last, there's a lull in my duties. You've done more for us than we could ever hope to repay. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
When we left the Eorzea behind to take part in the contest, none of us could have predicted what complications would follow. You truly have a knack for finding trouble, my friend. And you wouldn't have it any other way.
So what's next for you? Assuming you're still set on leaving the Gleaner's life behind?
I'm off to fulfill my mother's dream, of course. Like she had intended, I'll embark on a journey in search of the unknown. She's sure to enjoy my stories when we meet again in the ethereal sea.
Well, well, sounds like a plan. But will you have the coin to get by?
I may no longer be a cleaner, but I still have contacts in Charlian. Contacts with deep pockets, always eager to pay for information on new or rare species.
We've got it all worked out. And what of you? Any new adventures in the offing? Regardless, until you're ready to leave, you're our guest here in Tulihyolal. And this time, I won't pester you to take up a post. By now, I know you well enough to know you can't stay in one place. No more than you can ignore the plight of those in need. Your path will always lead you elsewhere, and you'll continue walking it. Isn't that so?
An adventurer to the marrow you are. What is it exactly that spurs you on?